Hello, everyone, and welcome to the presentation of my strategic plan for the Department of English at the University of Arkansas. Now, the scope of this strategic plan is to focus on the technology needs of the English department at the University of Arkansas. So, focusing on the implementation of technology to train asynchronously and synchronously faculty members and to make information more accessible and promote greater efficiency in the daily operations of the department. Now, the outcome of this plan is to have incorporate technology that will help departmental faculty with issues using the learning management system Blackboard and to make needed changes to the departmental website. Now, there are many varying technological needs of the English department, but since time is restricted, the focus has been limited to three main areas within the department for the strategic plan. And these are graduate advising, English department front office operations, and the learning management system Blackboard used by faculty members. Now, my main stakeholders are Dot Stevens, she's the departmental chair for the English department. Sarah, she's the front office manager and also handles all the departmental finances. Whitney is Sarah's assistant. Elizabeth, she's the front office secretary. Pat, he's the department's graduate advisor for the English department. Lee is Pat's assistant. Elias, he's in charge of all the TAs in the department. Molly is Elias's assistant. And two TAs who've been teaching for at least 2 years, and two seasoned professors who've been teaching for at least 4 years within the department. And also, in addition to my main stakeholders, I use some other stakeholders during the technology evaluation portion of the strategic plan and the needs assessment portion of the strategic plan. And these include 15 teaching assistants and 15 non-teaching assistants. In other words, regular graduate students. They're not on an assistant. And also, I have additional stakeholders I use that will be used during the evaluation after all the technology has been implemented. And these are 30 teaching assistants, 30 non-teaching assistants, and all departmental professors and adjunct professors, totaling 35 individuals. Now, the technology vision of the English department is to take an all-inclusive approach, which includes to utilize technology as a means to an end. Now, the end represents the availability and accessibility of all information, to use technology to streamline tasks that would otherwise consume a lot of resources, such as time, costs, etc., and the promotion of the highest level of efficiency and effectiveness of departmental operations. Now, energy saved will save the department time and money, which will free up resources for other required tasks. Now, the long-term needs the department is trying to address is based on meetings I had with them, meetings, interviews, surveys, SWOT analysis, etc., is one, efficient scheduling for the graduate advisor and office manager. Two, global accessibility of information for all students, staff, and faculty. Three, training materials that meet all learning styles and abilities. Four, to provide a streamlined mechanism for sharing information. Five, to improve the effectiveness of daily operational tasks. And last but not least, to automate administrative functions to allow for more time and energy for other departmental tasks. Now, after completing a technology evaluation and the needs assessment, using the methods of on-site observation, surveys, interviews, meetings, SWOT analysis, I was able to verify that their long-term needs that I just mentioned are indeed actual needs and can be alleviated with the implementation of technology. Now, details of the action plan include, I'm going to express the gaps now and what I'm going to do to alleviate these gaps. First, to alleviate the gap between how files are accessed, shared, an online storage mechanism called Gizmo will be implemented on January 9th, 2013, which will allow for all front office staff, including the departmental chair, to view, add, and organize documents in one central location. Now, the Map Gizmo folder is reliable and is backed up every day by Central IT. Now, through this online storage mechanism, staff members will be able to find what they're looking for by mapping to the online file storage gizmo. Next, to alleviate the lack of travel information for graduate students and reduce the traffic in the office manager's area, a travel claim site will be created and linked to the English website. Now, this travel claim site will be implemented on April 20th, 2013. This will allow all English graduate students to easily find information on how to submit a travel claim and the requirements for qualifying to receive travel funds. Now, this site will help close the gap of claim forms that are not completed correctly, resulting in Sarah having to track down each graduate student to get more information. Now, the result will be Sarah being able to complete other required tasks on time rather than having to constantly stop what she's doing to answer questions. Next, an additional solution will be implemented to reduce the traffic in the front office manager's area, Sarah's area. The addition of an online scheduler, which will be implemented on April 20, 2013. And this will again be linked to the English website. And it will close the gap and prevent faculty from just stopping by her office to ask her various questions. Now, she will be able to post days and times that she's available to meet with faculty. And now, with the implementation of this online scheduler, she'll be able to focus on other tasks and prepare for meetings with faculty who schedule an appointment with her via the online scheduler. Next is to address the gap relative to scheduling meetings for graduate advising. An online schedule will be used for the graduate advisor. Now, this solution will close the gap of scheduling problems by implementing an online scheduler on March 16, 2013. Now, with the implementation of online scheduler, Pat will be able to simply post the days and hours he's available and have graduate students make an appointment with him online, rather than using the previous methods of emailing each other or the sign-on sheet that's posted on a door that many complain would usually just disappear. Next, to close the gap relative to the need for online graduate student information and website restructuring that will include the addition of content will occur on the English Graduate Advising website. Now, including all the information that current graduate students need, thus promoting greater efficiency for obtaining information and answer a lot of questions that graduate students email or stop by Pat's office to ask. Now, the graduate advising website will be implemented on March 16, 2013. And finally, last but not least, to increase the instructional use of Blackboard among faculty members, a Blackboard training system will be put in place that will meet the needs of varying learning styles and pertains to how to create their specific courses, actual English courses within Blackboard. Now, the training will include video, graphics, and text, breaking down all the basic functions within Blackboard. Now, this training will be implemented on July 16, 2013. Now, after implementation, I have various evaluation techniques in place that will help determine the effectiveness of the implemented technology. These techniques, methods include online surveys, observations, interviews, etc. Now, here's a look at the timeline I created. I've got a 1-year timeline and 2-year timeline. Let's pull that up real quick. Okay, first let's look at my 1-year timeline. So I've got everything set here. So when all the various days that the technology is going to be implemented, and I've got the various evaluation methods listed here. And if you go down, I've got everything broken up. So for example, for the surveys, I've got questions, specific questions I'm going to ask in the surveys. And I've got a little brief description about what the interview process is going to entail, etc. So this is the 1-year evaluation plan, and it goes through December of 2013. Now let's scroll up and look at the 2-year timeline. And again, the 2-year timeline is mostly just focusing on evaluation methods. So, going down, you can see I've got various, this is a breakdown. So I've got various dates, and I've got, again, questions I'm going to ask in the various surveys. And I've got little explanations of interviews, what I'm going to ask in interviews. So there's kind of just a breakdown of the evaluation methods and techniques. So that is pretty much it. Thank you for your time.